All right, you're live.
Alrighty. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Assalamu alaikum to the Asiatic black family, the makers, the owners, the queen of the planet Earth, the gods of the universe. How you doing tonight, black folks? I pray all's well in the belly of the beast, because you got to know where we're going now. In the most holy name of Almighty God Allah, who came to us in the person of Master Farad Muhammad, the great Mahdi, who was to come and has come to restore we who were lost from our own kingdom of Islam and to destroy those who have destroyed us. God, Allah, we are thy people. Deliver us from our murders and be served and obey thee all the days of our lives. And we will teach our children to submit to thee, to that unequaled love and mercy for thou. And thanks to you, O Allah, for making manifest to us our enemy, the devil, and help us, O Allah, to live the life and die the death of a Muslim. I bear witness no God but thee. I bear witness the most honorable, humble Elijah Muhammad is your last and greatest apostle. Thank you, Allah, for this day. Thank you for the life-giving teacher, the most honorable, humble Elijah Muhammad. Thank you for the great Imam, the great scientist. Thank you for your father that prepared you and sent you here in the wilderness of North America looking for us, that lost, found black nation that has lost the knowledge itself. But Allah, I pray that you destroy this evil, sinful, wicked, and accursed devil on the outside as well as on the inside. Thank you, Allah, for this day. Thank you for this gift of life. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Assalamu alaikum, black people. How's everybody doing? I pray all is well with the black nation. Because if it's not, as we go through these last bit of trials and tribulation, all will be well. You know, I would just like to reflect a little bit on Savior Day. I had a beautiful time. Every time I go to Savior Day, I always enjoy it, though. I always get that boost, that spiritual food, and the beauty of sharing brotherhood, sisterhood with the brothers, with the Muslims in the nation. It just probably the best time in America for black people, for those that really know what's going on. That's our day. The rest of these so-called days don't even count. So-called white man holidays that y'all buying into, that ain't nothing. You know, we whole family went damn near, and we had a very, 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 very good time, spiritual time. Everybody was on point. All the Muslims was in one mind, one belief, and then you was in that spirit of that divine unity that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad talk about. He said, we unite, but we must unite upon divine unity. That's the whole key. And the message that the minister gave, our great minister gave is, you know, is what really being said all along, wartime. Wartime. You know, you have to admire and respect the man because he say, like I say, he say some of the things that I say, that I want to say to the whole world. That's our champion. Still pushing that so-called age of 90. That's a young age, really. Used to live thousands of years. And we talking about we get to 100, we applaud him. But the man is a great man. He has told his people what time it is. I pray that you all listen and take heed. It's takeover time. We want our whole planet back. Not just America. We want it all back. For us, it's ours. We should decide, we should want it, and we shall take it. With the grace and help of the great Mahdi is already here on the scene to destroy this beast. And the minister told us what you have to do. We got to change. And this is nothing new that he has said. This is the warning. I believe this is the final warning, period. We must take heed and change. Get in accord with the will of Allah. Kill this devil on the inside of us. We have been tricked to be little devils in so-called America by the pale-skinned ones. We're doing everything up under the sun that Allah, the Mahdi, whatever name you want to call him by, say don't do. We're doing it. Why? Because the enemy to Allah, God himself, says it's all right. You have the freedom. Well, you don't. In a few days you shall see if you shall live or die. If your seed shall live or die. You're up under that great, great cross that most of you all happily submit to. The cross that was given to us up under slavery by the devil himself. Black people are some of the most beautiful people, or the most beautiful people on this planet. When we in our right minds, and on the square, walking that straight path in an upright position, not bending over, not being other than ourselves. The most valuable knowledge that we can have is the knowledge of oneself and others, and that true living God, not the one they gave you, that's supposed to be dead and coming back on a donkey, looking like a hippie out to 60. That ain't the one I'm talking about. I'm talking about the Mahdi that's already here. And most of you have been trained to be like the Antichrist, to deny the one when you see him, you will deny him. He's already here. You have been Christianized. You don't want anything to do with Islam, the religion of Allah himself. Why? Because your enemy taught you to deny, to deny. So when he show up, you've already really denied him, to be truthful about it, because he's here, been here. Raised up in that midst, the divine leader, teacher, spiritual guide, and the person of the most honorable, humble Elijah Muhammad. The little man from Sanderville, Georgia, was on the scene, raising the dead. The dead man was put in a dead-like state and brought him back to life. Allahu Akbar. And what you must realize, like the minister said, the nation of Islam, this is to the whole world. The nation of Islam and America cannot fail. The nation of Islam in America was started by the Mahdi himself. You understand what I'm saying? This isn't to the cause of the will of Allah that we here on the scene today. How can we lose with the stuff we use? Allahu Akbar. All praise due to Allah. They came to us in the person of Master Farad Muhammad. I say it again. All praise due to Allah, who came to us in the person of Master Farad Muhammad. Allahu Akbar. It is takeover time. That war that we need to fight is on the inside. We got to change if you want to make it. And the hereafter, after this world is gone, will you be able to go into the new world, bringing a new world order, a brand new day? It's all in your mind now. What you going to do, black man, black woman? Do we want to continue to be entertained by sport and play, finger popping, having a good time, being other than oneself? I pray you line up with the righteous, because this planet is strictly and only for the righteous. There's a reason it was created, for the righteous, by the Creator himself. That's why we must speak truth to power. Don't be afraid, black people. That's your sword, and it cuts both ways. Wartime. Wartime. Wartime, wartime. Knock out fear. Knock out jealousy and envy, family. Knock out jealousy and envy, family. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? That's all across the board. For our spiritual family, our own families. Kill that devil. Kill him on the inside. Bring freedom, justice, equality, equity, peace, love and happiness, wisdom, knowledge and understanding, and the ability to execute. Tap back into yourself. Tap back into your memory. And bring out that power that you were created with from the very beginning. Out of that triple darkness, there was nothing but darkness, matter, and the thought of Allah and electricity. So what that tells me, that the whole universe is conscious. And nothing but that one mind in the universe. And where the universe ends is where the mind is. And it develops and creates another universe on and on and on and on. That's your power, black man, black people. Come alive. Quit crying about this Johnny come lately and the thing that he's doing on your planet. We talk about all this technology that the white boy got. So what? Use it to one's advantage. Is to keep, to lift the black nation up, to lift your families up. Use it to serve Allah, not to be destructive. War shall be no longer on our planet after this great war. And there's two great wars. The war between the devil, because they're going to battle one another, and the war that we had to fight on the inside in order to move forward down this wheel of life into the hereafter, so our seeds could go into the hereafter. Teach your babies well. Fathers, become the spiritual leaders and fathers in your home. Fathers, move to the front line to protect your families, black man. That's our responsibility. What you mean, Basheer, to the front line? We don't manufacture any weapons. That is so true. But the greatest weapon that you have is your mind and the knowledge of self. Do you understand, black people, what I'm trying to tell you tonight? Do you understand why the Haitians were able to defeat Napoleon, so-called Bonaparte, and killed over 50,000 of his men, his soldiers? Understand? Because they were able to tap into their power. They were able to move into a whole nother plane, or they like to use the word today, another dimension, and tap into the forces that exists on that level. They say every time that we go to sleep, we have the ability at night to travel. Say it again. You have the ability to travel and go on to that astral plane. You understand? And call up the forces. You understand what I'm trying to tell you, black folks? You have power and force, but you have forgotten. You understand? You are very, very, very powerful and dangerous beings to your open enemy, to God and to you. Tap in, black man. Wake up, black man. Wake up, black woman. Come together. Let's create a mighty, mighty, mighty righteous nation. Bring back righteousness to our planet. Then you will have some peace for a change. Then you won't have to keep looking for love, black woman. It'll be all in your being, all in your environment, all in the seeds of the original man coming out the womb of the divine black woman. I heard the minister say the black woman got two wombs. One up here and one down there. You understand? But this one up here is very, very important because in essence, in reality, this is what it's going to produce when it come out the womb. It's going to either be good or bad. It's going to be a God or the devil. Whatever permeating in your mind at the time you're pregnant and bringing that seed of life into fruition, black woman. It's so, so important. I heard Kalima teach on that many times, that the mind is directly correlated in how it affects the womb and the child that comes out of that darkness. You understand what I'm saying? This is all mathematics. This is all science. You understand? Let's put it together now, black people. It's our time to move forward, because if you don't, you should die. Say it again. These are not my words. I'm just that parrot repeating. Then you should die with the devil. Unrealized Muhammad said, Allah didn't come here to destroy us. He come here to save us. He's our savior. But we must act on this information. We must pull ourselves up out the belly of the beast. We don't have a lot of time to play with this now. You've been warned. Black man, black woman, all across this planet, you have been warned now. The truth has been revealed to you and I. Now we must get on the square. Now we must execute. Got to execute, black people. We got to change now. You got to bring righteousness back on the planet. We got to speak truth to power regardless. It is our time now, beyond a shadow of a doubt. You all say you love the minister, then execute. I told the brother, I said, brother, take over time. He said, we taking over America. I said, no, brother. That's partly true. But we taking the whole planet back. We shall settle for nothing less. Unite and accomplish what you will. And tonight, I'm not going to take a lot of time with you tonight because it's not necessary. I think the message that the minister gave us is to continue to permeate in your minds, because with the criterion and the war of Armageddon, that's enough. What more do we need from the minister? Huh? It's for us to handle the job now. You understand what I'm saying? Brother that did a beautiful job. All praise due to Allah. Now, it's our time. He said he saw something in the believers, and he said, please him. That means we ready. We ready to move forward. You understand? In the belly of the beast. We ready to come up out of this with great substance, great power, and force. Black folks, Allah Akbar. Like I said, I'm not going to take a lot of time on this one tonight. I had a few notes, a few things I want to read out the messengers. Theology, time to follow the American, the Black Root Science, and I'm out of here. Understand? Black people, let's get on the square. You know, that supreme diet now. Brothers, fast. Get into fasting. Get your health together. Get your mind together. Because when that hit comes, you're going to have to fast anyway. You don't better eat every day like you're eating now. You're going to have to make sure you have plenty of food, store it up. You don't know when things might come back online, if they ever come back online. You understand? So you're going to have to maybe eat every other day. You got children, they can't fast like us. That means they got to eat. We got to abstain. Understand what I'm trying to tell you, black folk? Get seeds, or you can grow your own food, plant your own food. Understand what I'm saying? Say, black folks? We got to be self-sufficient now. Period. FOI, step up. Take charge of your post and all temporal properties in view now. Come on. Throw out jealousy and envy of one another. Let's get busy and start taking care of business so business can take care of us. Start pooling your resources, black man. Start setting up a line of communication. In case the lines go down, how you going to communicate? Understand? Do you, in the various communities across America where you have Muslims and brothers and sisters that think like you and I, have we develop a plan in case chaos hit? One man sitting in the house with the family alone will not last long. You can't stay up 24/7 all day and all night the next day, 5, 6, 7 days in a row, impossible. We got to have group operations, set them up. Set them up. Start communicating. Set up a line of defense if need be. How you going to defend yourself? How you going to protect your family? Suppose you get divided. Do they have a reporting station that they can report to? Or they can go to where you can come get them? You have a plan A, B, and C set up because you all got too damn used to living in the belly of the beast, dealing with all these little shiny things that the white man then gave you, that hung in front of you. You understand? And I feel sorry for the integrationists because you're going to go down. They're going to destroy you. They're going to take you out. And I like to say that, you know, this generation is doing a lot of patting itself on the back. But I still ain't seen what I'm looking for in you. I'm going to just give you one example how black people were different and more brave. You know, I know they went down to Alabama. I think they had this, what they crossed the Selma Bridge. Symbolically, to me, what it represented was fearless black people that stood up against injustice, knowing when they put their foot on that bridge, they might not be coming back. Men, women, and children. No weapons. Only in the spirit of God. And on that faith, they walked across that damn bridge. Understand what I'm saying? It took a lot of courage to do that, black people. When this generation gonna step up? Make a show. So you got access to all this knowledge, all this technology at the push of a button. You're teaching people now how to go out and get wealth. But if you go out and get the wealth, will you jump in the bed with the white man and forget about your main purpose for being on this planet to bring about a complete change? That's your test. Because that money ain't gonna be worth a damn when it comes to the man that got that bowl of soup. You can't eat that money, partner. Understand what I'm trying to say? Black folks. But let me go on to the tidbit because I'm gonna get out of here tonight. It says, we live in a time when morals, values, and political correctness has gone insanely out of control. Has it not? Look at your politicians. Look at your people that's running for office. Look at your people that's sitting in government. Look at your police. Look at your military. Look at your doctors. Look at your judges. Look at your evil scientists. It says, as black men, husbands, and fathers, we need to live on the front line of the battlefield. That's where we got to go. Of life for our families and the black nation, black man. You went to the front lines when they had the Civil War for the white boy. Some of you stayed in the front lines for those in the South, fighting on the front line. Well, you gonna battle for a law now? Will you move to the front lines now, brother? And this front line I'm talking about, that's that spiritual front line. Look, we must become the spiritual leaders of our families, black man. We got to take charge of this one now. It says, the message says, I will teach you the meaning of things when I get you to understand first yourself. That's the key. Look, then the understanding of the science into higher learning will become clear to you. Get into the knowledge of self, black folks, and others. Then you'll completely understand the teaching of the most honorable and humble Elijah Muhammad. You'll be able to tap into all of your abilities. We must learn to communicate telepathically, to be honest about it. We must also learn to practice how to travel, how to lay down, close your eyes, and do a 10 count. We do a 10. Somebody else, y'all might do something different. I don't know. Lay there and relax. Close your eyes and see what colors that you see. The 10 count means to hold your breath to the count of 10. Inhale from the stomach to the chest. Exhale. Relax. Practice levitating, leaving your body. Learn how to look. I'm telling you what to know. You have abilities, but your dad got to be good. Understand? Where you can project energy. And you can put this energy on another person. And you can bring them down. Understand? You have the ability, black people, to project energy and interfere with thoughts. You have the ability to tune in to one another, black folks. You have the ability as well as to store energy. You also have the ability, black folks, tell you what I know. If you develop this, you have the ability to place that energy You can place it over a man's heart. 3 days later, they go. Understand what I'm trying to tell you? You have the ability to move light. I'm telling you these things because you need to hear them now. You understand? Time out for all that foolishness. I'm telling you what I know because we have practiced it and we was taught by a master once upon a time. Understand? But your dad had to be supreme in order to bring up this energy, in order to use it. Tap on that a little bit because I'm not going to hang with you long. It says, there is no God in the sun before you. The black man has no beginning. I'm talking about you black folks. It said the black man and woman had not have been here, the devil would have been destroyed as soon as his time was up in 1914. We the grace for you, white boy. We're the only reason that you have not been destroyed, because we've been slow to wake. You understand what I'm trying to say? That time is over with now. Allah Akbar. It said the time which you have known, you will soon know no more, black folks. It's just about over. I'm going to go into the theology of time on page 353 of the Messenger's Theology of Time. I'm running through this. They're jumping with it tonight. You all have been taught. Been taught very well. Execute. It's just out of Elijah Muhammad. He said Muhammad were living in the day of judgment, and we all will have to go to our homes. What does our home look like is the question. It looks like this. The earth which you and I are on, this is your home. You're not going to be taken up in the sky, no place, unless it's in a plane to take you out of trouble to another spot where the trouble is not going on. But you're not going to be taken care of like you read here in the Bible where it says that the angels will come from heaven. You've been looking for the spirit to come out the sky, but no, not like that. The angel will come from heaven, all right, but they're men and not spooks like you think. Listen, they're men. They are men, and they will come in planes to take you up out of the trouble area and fly you to another peaceful area out in the far Pacific. Telling you what's going down. This is Honorable Elijah Muhammad, not Basheer Muhammad's words, because I don't know any damn thing. It said the Bible prophesied that you will be taken to the islands far away. They do have places out there where they can take care of us permanently. Forever. You may live on some of these islands. There is New Zealand. They have already cried out that they can take all of us. But I don't think you'll go to New Zealand right away. You might spread out in that area later on, but I don't think you're going now. I don't think you're going nowhere but here. Listen. If the scripture is true, and it is, that the Lord said that it is said it in his own good will to give thee the kingdom. Well, if it's his own good will to give us the kingdom and backs it up by other prophets by saying he taketh the kingdom from whom he pleases and give it to whom he pleases. This is a broad hint that he will take this country, listen, and give it to another people. If he doesn't do that, he's well able to destroy it and give it to no one. He showed me how he can take the country without striking a match. This is Elijah Muhammad talking about Master Farad Muhammad, the Mahdi, that he spent over 3.5 years with, day and night. He can take it without even lighting a match. He doesn't have to go. He doesn't have to go to have no fire. He can take it very easily, and you can go around and get even with Johnny for mistreating you. This is as true as I'm standing here, and he showed me how easy he can do it with the punishment. He puts on some of my followers who were hypocrites. As good as they say, what can he do with that? That's the way it was actually shown to me. He wasn't in no dream. These hypocrites were after me to take my life. He let them get to me, then he gets hold of them. And brother, I don't want him to get a hold of me like that. I'm going to leave it right there. Elijah, I'm going to tell you when that time comes, what's getting ready to go down. You need to have a little bit of knowing what's getting ready to happen. For those that are not in the nation, take this knowledge. So this is what's coming. You got so-called spaceships all in the sky over America and over the planet. Just make sure you get on the right ship, though. This is in the fall of America. And it was a beautiful day today, too, black folks. Make sure I got that sun. Did a little planting today. Growing all my own herbs, things of that nature. Stay connected to the earth. Fire fed with fuel. The subject of this chapter is taken from the Holy Quran, 85th Surah, 5th verse. We do not hope for peace as long as we add to the war that which serves as fuel to a fire. The fire cannot go out as long as we keep it burning and adding more fuel. A dying, burning fire is increased when more fuel is thrown into it. Listen, there are a lot of people who are so anxious for peace so that they can return to committing that which they lack and love, idle, sport, and play. Damn near over with. Damn near over with. Y'all want peace to get back to sport and play, huh? Okay. It says, the world that we live in decides, first of all, to hide the truth, to keep the black man who is made blind, deaf, and dumb by the scientific technology of the white race, so that the white race can continue to carry on the same deceiving and wickedness that they have been practicing. How can we expect peace when the methods used to bring about peace is the same method that started the war? Listen, instead of finding a right solution and then practicing that right solution, I say these things for the sake of my own black people, for they are so ignorant to the knowledge of the truth of the time in which we are living. What they would like to do cannot be done, for the time to even continue to do what you are doing is up. It's over with, black folks. That's what the minister was telling you. It's over with. It's time to get on the square now. No ifs and buts about it. You've been warned, Allah's merciful. The minister also Allah's mercy as well. You have to be warned before the destruction. Look, you must remember again the prediction of the Bible. It has foretold these times. If we understand the Bible, it most certainly teaches us that there is no peace for the wicked. There will be no peace for the wicked, black folks. Get it about your mind, trying to have some damn peace. The wicked got to go. There will be no peace till he's destroyed and off our planet. Black man, black woman, get on your square. Get on that straight path. You understand what I'm saying? Practice the respective laws. Black people, stand up. Stand up and get in the accord of the will of the Lord. Listen, There's no people who preach such a thing as peace and as being true followers of the prophet Jesus as much as the white Christians do. Listen, don't they do all that damn preaching day and night? Their ways are full of that preaching. To hear them, you would think that they are the prophets Moses and Aaron, as the words of Jesus put it. They sat in Moses' seat. The white Christians are great deceivers. The Pope of Rome cannot bring peace to the Christian church, for he is not enjoying peace himself. Listen, so who is it that people then that the Bible prophesied of in the book of Isaiah that he will extend peace to them like ribbon? Listen, surely it cannot be the present Christian white race, for they are the ones who are breaking the peace. Y'all out the box, white boy. If I fed with you, leaving your own home and country, you go to another man's home and country to make trouble for that people, and then accuse that people of being the troublemaker. That's what they do all over the damn planet. It is the attacker who is guilty of that which follows the attack. I say to you, black people, you can get away from that old misunderstanding of the time. You are not living in a time in which you must be expecting a settlement of the war that will give you what you have always been used to, sport and play and foolishness. No, this war is not being fought for that. Well, you can get back to the same old habits, sport and play, acting foolish. See, because they're pretending that you don't know now, they're damn near over with. The truth is damn near covered the whole damn planet Earth. The teaching of the most honorable Muhammad Elijah Muhammad been to the four corners of the planet Earth. So you can't use that excuse no more. That you didn't know, you didn't know. Getting back to sport and play, all we talk about is sport and play. Black man don't talk about power, or having and obtaining power at all. We talk about getting money. That ain't no real power at all. I'm talking about real power. So you have control over your environment. I'm talking about real power. Or you can tap back into your own self and your own ability and tap into the forces of nature and use it to bring about a change. You can use it to destroy your open enemy as well. Black man, you're a hell of a being. Say it again. You're a hell of a being. You're the direct descendant of the Creator himself. You have the ability of the Creator himself to bring about a complete change. Up, you mighty nation, accomplish what you will, but what do you will without vision? Can't will a damn thing. Says, now is the time that you and I should be wise enough to understand that we should think for self and do for self. If you do not know how to do for self, you should follow the man to whom Allah God has given the knowledge to teach you how to do for self. Listen, but who you following? With the oceans filled with the fleets of the white Christians and the skies clouded with the death-dealing planes over other people's territory, could you tell them that they should submit to you for peace? If you are able to force them to their knees or to destroy them, then I say yes. If that was the situation, then I would say that they should submit and let you triumph. Listen, but Elijah Muhammad said, but you cannot force them to their knees. They have been preparing for a war like this for nearly a century, or rather, I should say they have been preparing and working faithfully for half a century to entertain the attackers with the same type of weapon and better weapons than the weapons you are attacking them with. If we resort to worse weapons, they have worse weapons also. So we are in a time when arguments to the contrary of peace are like keeping fuel on a fire. It keeps it burning. We're living in an evil time. We are in one of the most evil times in recorded history, black people. Now, let me finish this up, though. It says, I believe, and maybe many hundreds of thousands believe as I do, that the President of the United States of America has good intentions toward the citizens of America when he took over the presidency, but the time is against him. For the past 4,000 years and more, Allah God had already given the prophecy through the mouth of his prophets of the doom of the wicked. Now is the time, and we cannot do anything but take it. We cannot do anything but take this one, black folk. And it is dangerous to add fuel to an unwanted fire. The fire is what? The war. Allahu Akbar. Enemies all around America, Russia, the Chinese, plotting together against America. You got the Iranians plotting against America, and many, many more countries that America has went into and destroyed are all willing to rise up and come against so-called America. And the minister talked about that enemy within America, that synagogue of the devil himself that lives in the belly of beasts in America, that sits back, causing all this trouble, all this deceit, and playing the innocent one. Playing the innocent role, control all the wealth, have all your presidents in the so-called White House supposed to be the seat of power. Is it really the seat of power? Or is it really a position of a spokesman? I got to tell it like the minister says, this white boy. Y'all scared. I heard one sister talking about the J boy. Now I'm gonna call it like it is, the Jew boy. Understand? Well, I ain't worried about this platform, my damn self. Take it. Do what the hell you got to do. Understand? Well, I ain't living off of it any damn way. The biggest threat in America is that synagogue of the jinns, the Jews and the Gentiles, that's plotting to destroy America from within. You can see it all over. It's all over the media. But you're in denial because you don't want to believe what you see and you hear. You understand? Black folks. These are the very, very, very dangerous time for the black nation, but we shall prevail because the law is here to war for us, black folk, but we must change. Everything that we learned from this white boy, we got to throw it out now. He's been teaching us like he's in kindergarten. That's why we have a hard time comprehending this knowledge that this white boy is giving us, because he don't know. He don't know. Understand? He don't know nothing about our universe. That's why he's going to the different planets now and saying that life is already there. That's why he went before the commission with those who live on the other planets and try to get an audience with them, according to the teaching of Elijah Muhammad. Understand? They were rejected. That's why he's planning to go to war against God himself. Under Elijah Muhammad say, Allah told him and showed him how he could take him with the blink of an eye. Understand what I'm saying, black folk? But the key for us black people is this. We have to go inside and cut that devil out. That's the key. That's the key for us. And tap back into our ancestors and remember from whence we came, from whence we were created from. All that we possess. That's why the knowledge itself is so important. It's more than just your name. It's more than just your color. We the essence of it all, the original black man. but it's that black dot that Allah, the Creator, gave each and every one of us a piece of Himself. He put it in us. And we had to be put to sleep in order for this beast to rule us. Now, this is the time of the awakening of the original family on our planet. It is take over time. Take over yourself first. Take your soul, mind, and spirit, black man. Come into your power. Become a force in our universe. The devil will be like child's play to that holy tribe of Shabazz. Say it again. Will be like child's play. And we still here. And they did everything imaginable. This dirty beast used to go into the so-called jungles of so-called Africa, Akibulanbu, what it used to be called, or Asia, our planet of East Asia. And when they said they had these little people, they gave them a name, about 3 to 4 feet tall. And when these old crackers would come out of Europe, you understand? And they would hunt these people for sport and play. That's why there's only a handful of them left on the planet now. I'm just giving you the mindset of what we dealing with. Here we got a man on the planet that had atomic weapons. Before he go down in defeat, he said, I'll destroy the whole damn planet, all of humanity. You understand? But then when you study the teaching of Muhammad, Elijah Muhammad, when you read articles, they tell you how these so-called unidentified flying objects been over all their nuclear facilities, and they all have been disabled whenever they decide to disable the switch. Think about this, black folks. This is the God. This is the being that's here to destroy this evil, sinful, wicked, and the cursed devil. The death angels on the scene for you and I, black man, we got to change. You understand what I'm trying to tell you, black folks? Up, you mighty nation, accomplish what you will. I want to drop this little piece. I'm going to get up out of here. I dropped this a little bit before, but y'all keep talking about time. Time never was when the original man was not. It said the creation of time. God in the body of 1,800,000,000 people physically live on the first earth, but his or her mind fills space all around the set boundaries of the new universe. His or her mind, listen, the mind, not the brain. I say the mind. The brain was created by Allah to hold the spirit of his mind so he can do his will through man. Listen, for the first trillion years that the original God lived on the first earth, there is no time. They knew only in retrospect that the period of timelessness lasted for a trillion years, because that is how long it takes for each subsequent star to form, trillions of years. And they all formed from the same way as the first solar system, except for the first Earth. During this early stage, the first Earth is alone in absolute darkness. Listen, this darkness is called ether or space in modern words. It surrounds the first Earth up to a distance of 1,000,000 miles, beyond which there is nothing. Listen. There is no physical substance beyond the boundaries of the universe. No physical bodies can go there. That region is occupied only by the mind. Listen. Which is yet to condense into the 7 substances. The first Earth is totally still and dark. The absence of movement is the reason for the absence of time. Time is what? Motion. Listen. The absence of movement is the reason for the absence of time. Time comes into being the moment the earth starts to spin on its axis and orbits around the sun. Listen, the sun is the generator of time. But at this beginning period, it has not yet been created, and so time does not yet exist. Time started coming to existence when the earth started to spin on its own axis around the sun. Allahu Akbar. Listen, this is key. Listen. During this timeless period, the gods measure time by measuring duration. They set their appointments with each other by determining the duration of their activities. Since every person is united with every other person, they all know what all are doing and how long it takes. Therefore, when they set an appointment, they say, I'll meet you at the end of such and such an activity. Listen. And they meet with the duration of an activity has come to an end. The type of time measurement by duration is used in the external state of mind of the elders in the future as well, where there is also no time. Listen. It's although the gods are involved in many earthly activities, their main activity involves the condensation of the expanded parts of their mind into the seven substances, which ultimately form the first sun and subsequent star system that will eventually fill the entire universe. You know, the gods deal with all these earthly activities, but one of their main focus is to expand the mind of the Creator and condense it and bring in stars and planets in our universe. Well, this universe is full and complete, on to the next, on and on and on. The only thing you're going to find out there is the mind of Allah. You understand the power that you have within you, black people? Your mind is the key. That's what the minister is trying to tell you. On Savior's Day, tap into that mind. Tap into your being. But you got to change. You got to kill that devil on the inside, black man, black woman. The future belongs to you and I now. We have a great future. We just have to wake up and come together on a collective basis. And all families should come together on a collective basis and project your mind into the universe where the things that you need and want are good. You understand? Tap in, families, to your ability. Fathers, bring their spiritual awareness and enlightenment into the families. Teach your families how to pray. Teach your families how to meditate. You understand? Teach your families how to will that which they want of good. Do good from this point on the planet. Become a servant of Allah. Become a servant of Allah, not yourself, but Allah. Tap into the mind of God. Learn how He thinks. Black man God. Think like a God. You understand? Bring in kindness, tenderness, love. Bring happiness back on the planet, black man. You can do these things in your home while the outside is full of hell. You can have that peacefulness in your home. You understand what I'm saying? But teach your children to be revolutionaries. Teach them about the world that we live in. Don't sugarcoat it. Tell them what time it is. Tell them their responsibilities from day one. When they come to our planet, tell them their responsibility when they're old enough to comprehend. Teach them how to use their imagination to be creative. Teach them how to be upright. Set good examples in the home. Black man, black woman. Finger popping mama produces what? A finger popping daughter. A dope dealing father produces a dope dealing son 99.9% of the time. You understand? 75% of the teaching is for the woman. Black man, we got to get our woman back on the square. That means you got to go to the square first yourself. You understand what I'm saying? That's why we got all these little soy boys, these little soft boys, little soft men trying to figure out how to be a man. What the hell is masculine? Well, you got to tell it like it is. Mothers, y'all raising them. Or you not. You raising them to be susceptible to the world of the devil? Gonna pop you absent. You ain't taking on your responsibility, but I see a lot of fathers, though, not to knock the fathers that's there. See fathers with their babies all over the planet now. Pushing their babies, walking with them, talking with them. You understand? Little brothers running and playing with their fathers, teach them how to be strong, how to get up when they fall. Get on up, son. Thank good, dust yourself off. Let's keep moving. Understand what I'm saying? The way they can't be tricked by this world. And we don't put fear in our children. Teach them they gods. Understand? To be fearless. Black folks. That's our responsibility. We guys, we're not followers. Quit following the knowledge of the white man. He don't know nothing. He don't know a damn thing. You need to learn a whole nother ABCs. So said the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. That crap ain't doing us no damn good either. The English language is soon disappear off this planet because it's a bastard language. Black folks, quit following the white man way of thinking. Quit following the spokesman that the white man put out here for us to listen to. You understand what I'm saying? They're not speaking for us. They're speaking for the devil. Get up out of his religion. I know black folk, that's all you know. In most cases, that's what he gave you. That's what your grandparents were in, your mother was in, hooping and hollering, jumping up and down in them damn church houses of America. Preach up there sweating and grunting. Don't understand the damn thing that is said. Didn't get no knowledge when you came out. All you know, that basket went around. Nice big old church. Playing your tip. Told you God told you to do this. But they tell you, but did the preacher tell you how to kill the devil on the inside? Did he teach you how to kill the devil on the outside? Did he teach you how to get away from sport and play? Huh? Did he teach you any of those things? How to be an upright human being? Did he teach you about the knowledge of self? Did the preacher tell you the black man is God? Understand? Hell no. He didn't dare. Because the school that he was taught by the white man himself to come back and give you that foolishness. The black people. That's all I'm going to tell you tonight. I'm not going to take a lot of time with you because I don't think I should tonight, to be honest about it, because I think what you got on Savior Day need to continue to wrap around. I don't think nobody really had to say too much for a few days. Just remember what the minister taught. Remember what the man said. He didn't come there to entertain at all. He come to warn and to tell the white man, showdown time. Call him out. Showdown time. You understand? Showdown time, white boy. What you gonna do when Allah, the Mahdi, come for you? White man. showdown time, take over time. This is our planet, this is our universe. We want it back. Not some of it, but all of it. 196,940,000 square miles of our planet, we want it back. We're the gods of the universe. From this point on, we should carry, conduct, and behave in that manner, bringing a new form of education into your homes. I can care less about that so-called cracker down there in Florida talking about teaching our history. You ain't teaching us our history any damn way. You understand? We will teach the history of ourselves and you, white boy. Understand? We done already called you out. You the devil. You the great Satan. Understand? Allah is here to destroy you. Period. You have got to get the hell up off our planet. Black man, prepare to live, black folks. If not, die. It's on you. So I just want to thank those for coming in tonight. Catch this short little message because I'm serious. You know, I don't think I should say too much tonight. You understand? The minister said it all. Prepare. Prepare. Get about all of this foolishness and this devilishment that some of you all continue to practice. All this homosexuality, all this jealous and envy, murder and maiming that they done set up a mechanism in the black community where it's all automatic now. Understand? That guy that's where we automatically murdering and maiming one another. That got to go, young people wilding out. Murdering young teenagers. They can't even have a house party no more. They stopped that years ago here when I was coming up. People trying to bring it back. Young people gave a party out here in Douglasville, 2 got murdered, I think 4, 6, 5 of them got wounded. 400 people at a damn house party. Trying to have a good damn time. Sport and play, finger pop. All we want our children to do is have a good time, Chuck E. Cheese and all this old damn stuff. Understand? Every birthday, you feel bad if they can't get a damn birthday cake. Or they can't take them out and have a good time. Man, we at war. The hell wrong with y'all? Understand? Happy hell. And the damn thing happy about it because soon they get old enough to go out the house on their own. They're subject not to get back because you ain't taught them about that enemy that's waiting and lurking on them in the dark, day and night. You look through our community, look at all the cameras they got sitting everywhere. On the pole, they got some sitting up real high. You don't even see it. Understand what I'm saying? Watching the day and night. Understand what I'm saying, black folk? Wartime. Up, you mighty nation, accomplish what you will. No fear. No fear in the black man in America. It's got to go. You understand what I'm saying? No turning the other cheek. You hit me and I'm swinging right back. I'm trying to say, ain't no turning the other damn cheek. You kill one of mine, damn it, 10, 15, 20 got to go some damn where on this planet. Understand what I'm saying, black folks? Wartime. I say Muhammad. I say Muhammad's got the devil on the run. That's right. Run, devil, run. Up, 2, 3, 4. Wartime. Allah Akbar. Look, chop the head of another devil off tonight, black folks. Thank you, black folks. Tuning in for those that tune in. We at war, and so am I. Battle the devil on the inside every damn day. Understand? But I don't think I'm losing this one, though. Understand what I'm saying? You know, and we ready for you. Billy Bob, come if you dare. Come if you dare and attack the black nation. period. You through. Allah Akbar. Good night, black folks.